Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. We have got ourselves a little reaction and also deep dive of this, the champion reveal. Baron Zemo and Absorbing Man. Definitely like some of the early kind of like showcase here of the background. And also we got Baron Zemo confirmed as a skill-based champion, with Absorbing Man being the secondary champion for the month, which is confirmed with his big is it not anvil, it's kind of like chain and ball and chain, as a mystic Absorbing Man, which is pretty incredible, and there's a lot more to this than meets the eye. So what we'll do is we'll watch through the reveal and some of the animations, and then we'll be breaking it down right after. So let's get into this. First we'll see Baron Zemo in action. Animations again look pretty sick. That looks like an SP1. This is an SP2. Looks like he's shooting with what seems like a broom handle Mauser, explosive. What? No, rooted. They've brought back root for this. We'll have to break it down in a minute. I just want to see these animations. The SP3 on the goop. Look at the goop. He just stuck to the goop. He's all gooped in and being slashed about with a sword. I'm glad that they went with the sword as being the main thing. Absorbing Man's the most interesting one, and we'll have to replay this several times because there's some key things to note, which is pretty incredible. There's some things I'm kind of like, I was hoping for something, but it looks like Kabam are doing this based on special attacks as opposed to you can switch to different versions or kind of different states of Absorbing Man. So a little bit disappointed in that, but it's something that I kind of thought Kabam might do as a kind of a difference for this. So yeah, Absorbing Man's all kind of glitter, all kind of like shiny. I think he's like in some kind of well, not Frost Giant state. It's more kind of like an Emma Frost kind of diamond state, diamond form type thing. Don't hit me, please. Oh, we did. No, that's disappointing. In any case, we're gonna break this all down. Right, where do we start? Where do we start with breaking this all down? So first of all, let's go with Baron Zemo. Let's break him down. The other things that I want to do is the obviously mystic for Absorbing Man. I kind of get because that plays into some of the lore rather than anything else. But yeah, I just want to break down the Baron Zemo side of things. Then we'll go for Absorbing Man. Just bring this right to frame. So first of all, Baron Zemo with a sword. Love it. Okay, SP1, a bewildering display of swordsmanship that disorients his opponents before heart-piercing final strike. I don't know if it means disorients, meaning you get disorient as a debuff, but we don't know just yet. The champion deep dives or champion deep dives will probably be at the weekend, but the spotlight's being released on the start of next week. So we'll kind of find out a bit more details about this. The animations, obviously, Kabam's animation team are amazing. What they do is just fantastic. I like the way we kind of like get this kind of like it's like shooting at the needs, but I think that's part of the basic kit. So some of his basic abilities leading into the special attack, Baron Zemo will do that. Similar to Nick Fury. So the way that Nick Fury does that thing where he just kind of goes and kind of leads into any kind of like combo. The special attack 2 is referred to as explosive ensnarement, and a flurry of gunfire creates space before a custom explosive seals the trap. And it's interesting to note that we've got root as a mechanic that's returned back, which is there. So that's part of the special attack to be rooted. It's good that Kabam are using these because like Kabam built these that like rooted a long time ago, and there's not been many champions that have had that apart from Rintra, Craven. I think this is the third one. I don't know if there's a fourth one. I don't remember those three. They kind of like used it, not completely. And obviously some stuff with Black Widow, Saitalis as being a boss. But apart from that, not many others have been kind of used. I think they've done some monthly content as well with it. So they are using it. The SP3 binds opponents with adhesive X and buries them under the weight of their failures, and it's called MASTERSTROKE, the SP3. I think it's a cool champion. I don't know what it will be as a skill, what unique things, and that's just the key thing that I've kind of noticed a lot about some of these champions, especially when it comes to the skill line, is having something unique. Is it going to be a skill champion that has stagger? Is it going to be a skill champion that has armor break, because there's not many of those? Is it going to be a skill-based champion that has much more? And something that I have said that I'd be interested in is learning whether or not the champion has a pre-fight of some description for the Masters of Evil, and also kind of villains in some sort of capacity. Same way, like, you know, Doctor Doom has his interactions, no pre-fights though. Odin has his pre-fights. Apocalypse has his pre-fights, and things like that. In any case, I digress. We're going to be now moving on to Absorbing Man, and this is what I want to kind of have a look at. The build and the way that the character looks, it's cool. It looks like the more modern version, not the older version of the character. But still, he's got really kind of like he's built cool. But I think that the way that Kabam are tipping this is that he doesn't stay in these kind of shape-shifting states. One of the things I was saying in yesterday's videos, my hope is that they would have something of the build where you could switch between different states, similar to what would give me that hope that Mystique could be built along the way. Now, it could still be a case that the iconic mutant down the line could be Mystique, but it is very unlikely based on, you know, this. But if this was like an amuse-bouche to what could be potential, then it would be great. But it looks like, sadly, that the champion stays in a humanoid state and then goes into these various different types of states just for the special attack. As it says here, Uri Rush takes on the composition of his ball and chain, whips it forward and viciously shoulder checks his opponent. So you can see that in action. Boom, right there. It's really cool. He looks like kind of like that what is it? There's that thing of that person with the world on his back and he's kind of there like this or something. It's called the Thinker. I can't remember what it's called. There's like a statue or a sculpture of that type thing. Yeah. So yeah, I said, like, the thing is with this is that it seems that as soon as you lead into it, that you kind of exit out of the state. Especially here, going like, okay, well, you go into the state as your humanoid form, and then it's like boom, 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 and then Magma. I would say the animation team, regardless if I'm not personally getting what I want, what I am getting though is a fantastic build of animation which Kabam are putting together, and especially keeping a nod to the lore of the character by saying, well, like he's switching into different versions, absorb the molten underbelly of the battle realm and slam into his opponents with an explosion of liquid rock. So which you can see right there. That's epic. That is absolutely epic. I love the build. I love what Kabam have done with this one. Is this a new fighting stage? If this is a new fighting stage, this is great. Like, I don't know 100%. This looks like a new fighting stage to me. I think this was an Easter egg, wasn't it? That this would be a new fighting stage. I could be wrong, and we might already have this in game. But this looks like a new fighting stage. So, oh yes, because it is. Because we said this was going to be a potential fighting stage because it would be featuring the guillotine side of things. Or is it? Yeah, because is it Lagatha? It's not Languria. It's not the Doctor Doom one. It could be the Doctor Doom one. But I thought this was meant to be the one that's more in the mythology of guillotine. Or this could be in game, and I said I could completely be absolutely wrong here. Anyway, I've skipped over the SP3, and that's the thing I wanted to talk about. So it looks like he absorbs something else, picks up some crystal shards and goes into a diamond form or a crystal form, which says encases opponents in crystal before shattering them beneath his trademark wrecking ball. And this is cool. If this is where Kabam are gonna go, or could potentially do Mystique, it would be to keep it about interaction with previous Mystique interactive characters. Like, if they were to ever to do Mystique, is go, okay, well, Wolverine, she'll turn into Wolverine. She'll turn into characters that she knows, maybe has romantic relationships with, and go, okay, well, she's always going to turn into those three characters for the SP1, the SP2, and SP3. And that may be the thing that she does there, that Kabam can allow that to be put into game. I don't know 100%, but I would say if they were going with that as a potential option of how they'd look to do it, that could be the way that they indeed do it. But the SP3, again, looks cool. Sick animations as standard, as normal. And look, covered in crystals. Boom, right there. Simple as that. We could do some animation, not animation, some sound effects for that one. It'd be like a, and then it's like, and just some funny sound effects would be quite cool right there. But yeah, animation, champion looks great, fantastic. As I said, I was hoping a bit more with Absorbing Man. I don't know the abilities just yet, but as I said, it would have been nice to kind of know like what what you can switch into. Do these modes, these changes mean anything for the character and his abilities? Part of me feels like it's a categorically no with that one. But as I said, I was hoping to see, like, you know, something teaser for what could be possible for a Mystique-based character. But I know, thoughts in the comment section about what you've seen so far. Check out some other content which will be located on screen right now. And yeah, I'll see you all soon whenever that will be. Cheers, everybody. Have a great day and much love. Goodbye.